Some of you might notice that this is a re-upload. What happened was we used a 30-second clip from a Steve Jobs interview in a 12-minute long video, and the whole thing got copyright claimed, which means they take all the revenue. But after a year, they issued a copyright strike and removed the video and put a black mark against the channel. Despite this clearly falling under fair use, I've decided to not fight this and to just cut the clip out and re-upload the video. I hope you understand. There's a lot more of you now than there was when I uploaded the video, so perhaps some of you haven't seen it. Anyway, thank you for understanding. Enjoy the video. When I first watched someone solve a Rubik's Cube, I remember thinking to myself, that guy is a freaking genius on a whole other tier of intelligence to me. And then one day, I tried it, and sure enough, it's difficult to navigate and the algorithms are hard to memorize, but it is doable. It's in the realm of possibility for a regular person. But solving one of these blindfolded, 42 quintillion possible configurations, and you just happen to land on the one that's correct without even looking, surely you'd have to be a genius to do that. Well, this is a story of me, a normal person, trying to learn the ultimate Rubik's Cube challenge, to solve one blindfolded. And if this is even possible, how long will it take me to learn to do it? This is day 1, hour 0. Actually, no, it's not. I'm almost 7 hours in. Let me explain. My journey actually began 9 months ago. I decided to learn this in baby steps. Rather than jumping straight into the deep end, I actually started learning with a 2x2 cube. Think of this as just the corners of the real 3x3 Rubik's Cube. Still millions of configurations and only one of them is correct, but considerably less to worry about than the full cube. When I first looked into how to do this, I felt completely overwhelmed. Algorithms, buffer pieces, memorization, the labeling system, it's a lot to try and wrap your head around, and I really wasn't sure if I could figure this out. But by doing a tiny, manageable amount of study and practice each day, I started to gain some understanding of the cube. I realised something. This is hard, like really hard, but it's not impossible. I practiced and practiced, and after just 7 hours of practice spread over a number of days, I got my first blind solve on the 2x2 cube. Fast forward 9 months, and I've decided it's now time to step up to the proper Rubik's Cube. So the only difference between the 2x2 and the 3x3 is the addition of these edge pieces here and the center pieces. Not much, right? Well, those additional pieces add a lot of complexity. This one has almost 4 million different configurations. This one has, if I can remember correctly, it's 43 quintillion. That's right, I don't know what a quintillion is. It was 43, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's too many for the calculator. 1, 2, 3. So this is 10 trillion times more complex than this. Luckily, however, from what I've read, this is basically solved in the same way as this. It's just more. So there's these 5 additional algorithms to learn, and obviously there's a lot more pieces that I have to kind of keep track of where they are, so we have a lot of work to do. Memorizing algorithms. Up, right prime, front prime. I'm never going to be able to memorize that. Right, up, right prime, left, up, left prime, up, right, right prime, front prime. I'm practicing on a fully solved cube so that I can see the effect of the algorithm, see exactly what it does. Prime, right prime, up prime, right prime, front prime. And if you do these algorithms twice in a row, then you get back to a fully solved cubes, which means that you did it right. We're making progress. Up, right prime, front prime. That's not it. Right prime, front prime, right, up prime, right prime, up prime, right, up, right prime, front prime, right, up, right prime, front. Memorizing these algorithms. But wait a second, how is this even possible? Well, let me explain. For this particular scramble, these are all the moves you'd need to perform whilst blindfolded to get to a solved state. That's 316 moves. Impossible to remember in this form. So how can you remember to do all these moves in the right order? The method I'm using is called the Old Pokémon technique. It cleverly compresses hundreds of individual moves down to a string of around 18 letters. The letters pertain to each individual piece in the cube, which means it's easier to keep track of where you are. And it's possible to memorise a string of letters like this in less than a minute. Trust me, this is easier than it sounds. Oh yeah, and you have to use one of these algorithms for each piece too. That's what I've been practicing so far. So, you need to do all these moves in the right order, blindfolded, without making a single mistake, but all these moves can be simplified to this, using a clever technique invented by someone who really was a genius, which means an average person like me can learn to do this. Once you understand how the technique works, it's a case of practice, practice, practice. I have to memorise that and then do these algorithms on this blindfolded. HLSPQFB proj. I think that's right. I've lost my place, and now everything I've done was a waste of time. That should be it. Ah, so close! I must have just made one mistake. Up, right prime, up prime, right prime. Up, right? What? Right? I don't know, I can't remember! Look at that! So close! I have made 0 mistakes. Is that it? Ah! This is just hard. We're going to try and do another blind solve. I think I'm ready. My algorithms, they're tight in my hands. Right, Kim, will you scramble this up for me? Okay. JQ Sermov FG UMD Hog Zippy with an X.
You got it, yeah?
We got it. Okay, now I just need to remember all that and all the algorithms and do it all without making any mistakes, and we should be good.
No. I need to make sure that this bit folds.
Oh, it's tickling me.
Right, can you see?
Not a thing. Right, J. Left print, up, left, front, Okay, and then I. I is here. That should be it. Oh my days! It's like magic! Yes! Yes! This skill is the 52nd skill I've learned on this channel in 3 years. It's been an incredibly rewarding time for me, and during that time I've kept a journal of what works when I'm trying to learn things quickly and what doesn't work. I've compiled all of my research and knowledge into an easy to follow course, 6 video lessons covering everything I know, a comprehensive guide on how to learn efficiently. I think this course could be useful for anyone who wants to pick up something new this year, but wants to be more efficient with their learning, avoid frustration and reduce the likelihood of them quitting. If you're planning on gaining a new skill in 2019 for personal reasons or for work, you should check it out. You can watch it for free on Skillshare using the link in the description, which will get you 2 months free access across the entire platform. Usually Skillshare's annual subscription is less than $10 a month, but since they're supporting this show, my viewers can get 2 months for free. and there's no commitment to stay on after the offer period ends, so you can check it out and see if it suits you. Whilst you're there, you can check out any of the 25,000 professional classes on Skillshare delivered by people who know how to teach. So you can pick up something like Illustrator, animation, learning to program Python, anything you like really. So if you want to support the show, go check out my class and Skillshare. The link is in the description, and the first 500 people get 2 months of premium for free. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.